everybody. Do you like my shirt? Look at my shirt. Sean really wanted to make that work, so he's been practicing. He's been warming up. See, Layla says, what an entrance. Yeah, Sean was very excited about this because he wanted me to turn around in my chair, but I was like, you can't see the shirt. And he's like, well, you're just going to have to stand to the side and then find a way to get into the frame. I was like,
do it again.
Okay, do it again.
No, there's more people doing it.
We're here. Hey, everybody. Thanks, Pops, for the likes. Hi, Yana.
Gotta show off the shirt.
I know. Did you see? This came from Tanya, and she also gave me one to give away. And a giveaway. Hey, Alice, Emily, thank you for the likes. Woo, woo. Okay.
Oh, I practiced all night. How to play that.
Man. Maureen asks, have you heard the version of the song where they turn it half a step down and beat behind?
No.
Oh.
It must be awful.
It must be awful and so frustrating. Thanks, Pyro Pixie, for inviting your fans. Sorry, Sean and I are still in recovery from the cold. God. Yay, Layla, I'm glad you're able to make it. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Yoids Potato. Hi, Rose and Robert and Kaya. Is it Kaya? Sarah, Hera, thank you. Woo! And Nick, Strawberry, Sydney, Sophie Joe. Thanks.
Let's get this shizzy
and I'm
started.
Getting better, but I'm still definitely fighting a cold. And then, of course, in pure fashion, Sean got sick too. So, thanks, Sarah. Woo, woo, woo! Smashing that like button. Thanks, Aaron P, for inviting your fans. And Letitia, woo, woo. Hey, Hatoon. Yay, yay. So, anyways, we're definitely still a little bit sick, but there's no rest for the wicked because months ago, with 3 of my girlfriends, we booked a girls' weekend in Palm Springs, and so we're leaving today.
Oh, are you going to Snapchat that? Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. But if you want to see what I'm up to, you can follow me on Snapchat and Instagram. But luckily, my girlfriends and I aren't like wild because I can't keep up with that. I'm still trying to recover. But so I couldn't really say I can't go because we already paid for it. Sean's in the casino over there. So thanks, Ronnie. Yeah, so hopefully it'll be nice and relaxing. We plan to just sit by the pool, maybe get a massage or something like that. But you can tell I'm not 100%. Woo, hit the hills. I don't even have my cowbell out. I gotta get my cowbell. Take your earplugs out. Your earplugs? Your headphones, Katie. Your headphones. It's early. I'm not awake. Allie B is here. Is in the house. Hit the hills. It says, where is it? Do you see it? Hit the hills. More cowbell. Hit the hills. Woo, 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 woo. Thanks, Allie B. So if any of you, just as a reminder, if any of you are in my Patreon group where you could get a t-shirt or a gift, you have to let me know. If you're in the $50 and above, you get to pick what you kind of want. You have to let me know by Monday because I'm making the t-shirts Monday. Okay? And this design this month comes from Aaron P. Woo,
oh, it's a good one.
Thank you, Aaron. And then I have next month's already up because someone sent me those as well. So yay, the t-shirts will be going out soon. As well as I filled out all the thank you cards yesterday. Wrote all of the thank you cards to all of my Patreon patrons. Yeah, so things have been a-rolling. And I'll be filming the videos. I was going to film them this week, but because of the grippe, I'm going to film it next week. So I'm sorry for the delay, but I was not that good. And you guys probably noticed in my video yesterday, my energy levels just like, because I was sick. Thanks, Netballer, or Netballover. Yes,
no, same thing. That's
what it is. Allie says, what up, Sean?
Hello,
so,
Allie.
Oh, you didn't notice? Thanks, Maureen. We do have mail haul, you guys. So we'll be on today for an hour and a half because I have to be to my friend Abba's house by 11. So I have to get off at 10:30 so I can, like, you know, get my shit together, get out of the house. I have mail. I have 2 cards. You got mail. I have 3 packages. I have a huge box that actually has a hole in it, so hopefully nothing fell out that was important. Thanks, Letitia. Thanks, Boom Shaka Life. I love my cup. I think Jen gave me my mug, didn't she? Anyways, sorry. So I'll do a mail haul in an hour. At 10 o'clock, we'll do the mail haul. And, yeah, then we'll be on. I'll be done at 10:30. And oh, our goals. If we want, do we want to set up different things? We want to do different things for the live stream. I don't know if you guys get sick of the giveaways and the goals, but we still got.
I think they're sick of giveaways. No more giveaways until.
No more giveaways.
Until the excitement improves.
Oh, Shannon asked. So when I know Sean's laugh is pretty sad. So when we ask questions and you don't answer, when will you do you go back and answer them later? I'm not able to be honest. Oh, Yana, I'll answer that question in just a second. Thanks, Ronnie. So Shannon's question, when we ask questions that you don't answer, when do you go back and answer them later? I'm not able to. On YouNow, the chat just goes away. And so, oh, bye, Sarah. Okay, doctor's here. Just got to go. But the chat, the nice thing about YouNow is that when the live stream is over, all of it disappears. Kind of leaves it anonymous, and it's the chat and the questions just go away. So if you have a question that you want answered, I would encourage you to search for them on YouTube, like with the keywords, because chances are I have a video about it. But also, you can ask it below a Monday video. For the first day, I'm in the comments quite a bit. And that's a great way to get your question answered, or hop onto my website, katimorton.com, under Submit a Video Idea, and you can ask it there. Okay, so let's get down to it. My voice, please come back.
Get ready.
Get ready to get ready. Okay, our goals, because we still have a ton of giveaways, and I'm not sure what's in our boxes. We might have some more, and I know one of them, you guys, I was persistent and pushy with this company, and I got us some freebies. Are you excited? I'm excited. Okay.
Yeah, these are actually pretty cool freebies.
They are pretty cool freebies, but they're from Zuru, if that gives you anything, and I'll have to open them in just a minute. But last time, do we want to keep the same things that we had last time? We had at 100K, you give 2 giveaways. At 200K, 5 giveaways. At 300K, we do 5 cards.
I think you need like a little chalkboard in the back.
I know. So what do we think? What do you guys want for our goals? Let's set some good goals. Did someone say free stuff? We did, Sydney. We totally did.
I like free stuff.
I tried to get them to give me more. Thanks, Pantalina. Woo, 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 woo. Malrain, you're going to have to let go of that sour cream coffee because it's very rare that Sean and I actually have sour cream at the house. We just had tacos one night, and that's why. Oh, Yana, so to become a Patreon patron, you go over to Patreon. Will someone put the link in the chat for Yana? You go over there. You can check out the rewards along the side. It tells you, like, what you'll get with regard to what you can afford, and you're charged at the first of every month. I don't charge per video or anything like that. It's just once a month, the first of the month. Thanks, Amy S. Woo woo. Yeah, you get some great things. You get extra videos. You get your questions answered in videos each month. You get your name in the credits of a Monday video. You get thank you cards. You get to hang out with me one-on-one or in a group. Yeah, there's lots of cool rewards and things. So you can go check it out. Yay, yay. Yes, thanks, Ashley. Ashley put the link to it in there. Thanks, Allie B. Woo woo. Cottage cheese is way worse. I could imagine Palm Tree Beach. Thanks, Allie. Allie is on fire. And Sophie B, thank you, thank you. Oh, thanks, Emily B. I did put the gel in them today in my eyebrows. I do have a bald. Gel. I have a bald spot in my eyebrow, so I have a comb over on this one because when I was little and learning to walk, I propelled myself into the corner of my mom's china cabinet and ka-cha! So I have a little eyebrow comb over, only for the cool people. Am I right? Thanks, Allie B. Woo woo woo. Okay, let's see. Okay, so are we cool with our goals? One more time. A comb over eyebrow. Exactly. 100K is 2 giveaways, 200K is 5 giveaways, and 300K is 5 cards. Are those cool? Are we cool? Okay. Yep. Yes, goals are good. Okay, let's keep those. And we're already quarter of the way to the first 2 giveaways. Thanks, Simply Jenna. Sadie girl. Okay. Hey, Ronnie, let's get into some questions, you guys. Your dog. My dog is actually paying attention to the stream. That's awesome. I've heard that cats also enjoy it. So, we're very animal friendly. Oh, Amy, yes, the ASMR videos. So I've worked on them. I didn't do them this week because I wanted them to actually be this next Monday and Thursday. But because I'm so congested and weird, I didn't want to do them Yeah, Yana, check it out. And know that you don't have to become a Patreon patron. Nothing's going to change for you if you're not able to give. But if you are, based on what you're able to afford each month, you can get some cool bonuses and hopefully something that you enjoy. And you can even get a t-shirt each month. That's how people get those. Carissa, when are you in California? She's asking if I could meet her while she's in California. It depends on when you're here and if I'm here. Okay, first therapy appointment, Steffi. I hope it went well. Woo-woo. Okay, let's get some questions. Sarah says, can you tell us about exposure and response prevention therapy? I know about exposure therapy, and I actually have a video on that you can check out. And essentially what it is, and the anxiety workbook, you guys, also is just waiting for me to do a voiceover. Hey, and then Sean and I just have to like go through it and make sure there's no errors. So I'm guessing next week. What do you think?
Yes.
I think next week. You guys, how exciting is that? But made me think of it because, thanks, Ronnie. Woo, 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 woo. So exposure therapy, the reason it made me think of it is because it's in the anxiety workbook. I know, hell yeah, hell yeah. Thanks, Smashing Pumpkin. That used to be one of my favorite bands. We set up the hierarchy of fear. So like when we're scared of something or something is overwhelming in our life, let's say we don't like big crowded places and that gives us a lot of anxiety and we have panic attacks, we build up our ladder, meaning the first rung on the ladder is like just thinking that I might go somewhere with a lot of people. And that's our first rung. And then, I know I'm not sure where Batman is either. And then, anyways, and then we use our relaxation skills and calm ourselves down until we feel better. And then we move ourselves up the next rung of the ladder into something that's a little bit more stressful, and so on and so forth, until all the things that we were once scared to do, we can do easily without feeling overwhelmed or having a panic attack. Does that make sense? In a nutshell, that is what exposure therapy is. But I have a video about it if you want, like, the details. Thanks, Smashing Pumpkin. Oh, Layla says, I think response prevention just means that you don't avoid the fear-related situation. Oh, interesting. So it's essentially the same as, it's like exposure therapy in general, because you're not avoiding it. You're purposely putting yourself in places where it could be kind of scary. And yeah. Kim W. asks, have you seen Gypsy on Netflix? Ooh, we got dark.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Have you seen Gypsy on Netflix? Crazy Therapist. No, in truth, I haven't watched a lot of TV lately. And I know a lot of people are wanting me to talk about To the Bone, but it's not even out yet, technically. It doesn't come out until July 14th.
No.
What's happening?
It was like,
why don't we turn that off?
yes, that's what's going on. Thanks. I was like, why is it?
There.
Why
Sean's like, why is the light, like, not perfect? Okay. Oh, Layla says I loved it, but she's a bad therapist, the worst. Yeah, I haven't seen it. But yeah, the trailer for To the Bone has come out, and people are, talking about it. But I'm not going to talk about it until I can see the film, because a trailer, as you guys know, can be edited and put together to make it look however they want it to look. And they want it to be, like, clicky. Like, I want people to want to watch it. And it's, like, to get people hyped up. And so I think that's why people are upset about it. And I will talk about it, but I have to watch it first, frankly. Okay. Yay, Miss Mayhem is able to watch it. Thanks, Ronnie, for the likes. Yay. Sorry, you guys. I'm still trying to recover. Oh, awesome, Smashing Pumpkin. That's awesome. Yay.
Well,
Gonna go to
Danny.
Patreon. Huh?
Oh, no, Danny said she's happy to make it today. I said, well, hello.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Danny. Oh, Chris says I'll be here for a few months. I'm here now. We can see what we can do. I'm not in town. Like, these next 2 weeks are extremely busy. But let me know. We'll keep in touch. Thanks, Ethan. Okay. Oh, Pantalina, you had a job interview today? You're gonna be great. Or have you already had it? I'd assume you've already had it because it's probably later there. How did it go? Okay. Oh, you guys. Okay, let's see. So many good questions. I don't have any plans, Palm Tree Beach, to come to NYC right now, but hopefully soon. I'd love to. I love New York, so hopefully I'll come soon. Allie B asks, how do you deal with someone that is consistently negative? You don't. You just stop dealing with them if you can. I know that that's like a hard thing to say, but you can first, if you don't just want to cut them out, because that's not always healthy, is to talk to them and let them know. For instance, I'll give a personal example. I was having a really hard time. It was like my sophomore year of college. And it's because like a lot of stuff was going on in general. Like my grandpa had said he was going to pay for my university experience at Pepperdine. And then a year into school, he was like, no, I'm not going to, and decided not to pay. Well, I'd already said didn't need like financial aid. And I'm so grateful that he paid for any of my schooling at all, but I said no to financial aid. And so I had to withdraw from Pepperdine for a short period of time. And I was like in a shitty place, you know, mentally, where you're like, oh my God, like this is terrible. And one of my best friends growing up, Ashley, pulled me aside and she was like, Katie, I love you, but you are so negative and so hard to be around right now. And I was like, trust me, I know, because I'm like living in it. But I was like, thanks for telling me. And I tried like purposefully. I was like, okay, I got to get back in therapy. I need to like get my shit together. And so I think we can, hopefully, if the relationship is strong enough, you can have that conversation with someone where you can say, like my friend did to me, you know, Katie, you're having a hard time, but you're really hard to be around. Like, I know you're going through some shit, but like, damn, you know, and you can say that and have like an honest conversation. And then if they don't change their ways, then you can start limiting the amount of time you spend with them. And I would let them know that you're doing that because of the negativity. But then you just have to see if they can bounce back for you, because we can't surround ourselves with people who are always negative, because we'll slowly become negative ourselves. Okay? Does that seem fair? And Yana, I'm not sure what's wrong. You said Patreon doesn't like you. Is it not letting you sign in? Let me know if you have an issue.
And they have an email on their webpage if you have.
Yeah, they have an email too, and they're really great to get back to you. I know that Karen had a lot of issues too, and we were able to work those out. So yay! Okay. Okay, Puddleglum says, follow-up question to Allie B's, how do you avoid being that negative person? I think a lot of it is just recognizing our own situation and getting help when we need it. And I know that not all of us have access to help, but help can look like a lot of different things. Help can look like taking time to journal at night, trying to change the way that we talk to ourselves and the way we think about ourselves and other people. Like I've talked about in videos, like just trying to think positively, like instead of when someone crosses the street, oh, it doesn't let you sign in. Interesting, Yana. I'd have to get let me see, the help email. Do you know the help email, Sean?
I can look it up.
Okay, Sean's going to look up the help email, Yana, so you can email them and see what the hell's going on. But I think if you notice that you're feeling like shit and you're being negative, that it's on us to take responsibility for our own actions and the way that we are. And I think we can pay attention to the negative thoughts that are maybe coming. Oh, what happened?
What?
It went black for me. Do you guys still see me?
I still see you.
Weird.
Is it still black?
Yep, I can't see anything.
Oh, well.
We'll see if it comes back. Oh, it came back. That was interesting. Screen just decided to go black over you now. Anyways. Okay, they still see me good. It didn't go away for you guys. But I think recognizing how you're doing and taking care of yourself, that we all have the responsibility for that. That's not on anyone else but us. I have an old video. It's like Taking Responsibility, I think it's called. And I know it's hard, and a lot of us are like, but I'm going through a shitty time. And that's fair. Like, I've been there. We've all been there. But that doesn't mean that you can get away with doing whatever the hell you want just because you're going through a shitty time. It means that we need to increase our self-care. We need to increase our supports. And yeah, we might be an asshole for a while, but we'll come back around. We'll get it together. And recognizing that and like nipping it in the bud is part of, you know, us taking care of ourselves and growing up and, you know, being responsible. It just keeps going black periodically. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Let's see. Queen Maureen says, what to do when your doctor and therapist don't agree on treatment? Put them on the phone together. They're going to have to, I don't know what's going on, you guys. It's just like periodically going black for me.
It's fine on this end.
So okay. I'm just going to keep rolling. But I would have them talk, because that's not your problem. They need to get on the same page, and they need to get in touch with each other. I spend a lot of my time putting in calls to psychiatrists and waiting for them to call me back. And, you know, all of this stuff. I know I'm afraid to refresh, though, Maureen, doesn't it? It just keeps going black.
Can I see?
Well, I mean, you can't see. That's the problem. I can't see anything.
But you can read the text, so I wouldn't worry about it. Just
okay.
Yeah.
Yep, there's back, see?
Yeah. It's working on the other
Nikita says, I've been in therapy for several years now and never did it on my own. I've been in therapy several years and I am avoiding my therapist. Should I quit? I'm not quite, I'm not sure exactly what you mean, Nikita. Oh, yay, Yana got in. Hooray! It says, hey, Katie, I've been in therapy for several years now and never did it on my own. I'm avoiding my therapist. Should I quit? I don't think, I'm not 100% sure what your question really is, because being in therapy and not doing it on your own is fine. I think a lot of us need extra support. I've been in therapy off and on for years, so you could venture to say that I've never done it on my own. And I think that that's fine. If you're avoiding your therapist because they're making you do hard things that are, you know, difficult and part of your treatment plan, then no, you shouldn't quit. If you don't like your therapist and you feel like you're not connected to them and they're not really helping you, you need to talk with them about it and see if you can change things. The only reason really to quit therapy would be A, because we don't need it anymore because we're like, hooray, we're doing so well. And B, if they're like doing some of the things I've talked about where it's like, oh, that's what makes them a bad therapist. Like they don't listen to you, they fall asleep in session or some terrible thing, or you've told them the things that are important to you and they don't, you know, make it a priority. Yeah, any of those things. Those would be the reasons. Other than that, stick it out, get the help. It's completely fine. It just keeps going black. It's really freaking me out. Okay, you guys were at 30,000 likes. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, oh, Steffi, this is a good question, you guys. Are you ready? And says, got equipment to start my own videos. Any tips or advice? Just do you. Be you. Because I think that a lot of people create, you know, YouTube channels thinking they have to be really funny or they have to. Thanks, Ronnie, for smashing that like button. I think that they, I don't know, you guys, I gotta get my party bell. This blackness is making me crazy.
Did you want to just restart the broadcast, or?
Well, it's like, shoop, 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 shoop,
I don't know
shoop, shoop.
You could try restarting your broadcast.
Well, there's a refresh. Somebody said you can refresh, but I'm scared.
I think the same. Just hit reload your screen.
That's okay. Anyway, when you're starting videos, I think it's important that you do something you love, because something people don't realize is that being on YouTube and creating videos is a lot of work. Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of like time that normal people don't work. And my friends can take like weeks off where they don't have to like do anything. They have nothing to do, and I'm like, well, I have to release this video. I need to reply to comments, I need to approve, you know, and part of that's like managing your life better and stuff, and I've got to get better at that. But I'm just saying that, like, at the end of the day, because it is so much work. Ooh, Ashley, we got a new Patreon patron. Woo, 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 woo. But anyways, when push comes to shove, because it is so much work, do something that you love, because then it doesn't feel like work. It like, you get excited and it's enjoyable, and you're you know, like, I always think that my friends, and this is just me assuming, like, they have to be jealous of the fact that I get to do what I love, because not all of them get to do that. And I always think that it's such a luxury of mine that I get to do something that I love just because I worked at it and I made it work for me, if that makes sense. So anyway, that's my advice, Steffi. And don't worry about like the quality necessarily, because that doesn't always matter. Woo, 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 Allie B is smashing that like button. Yay, yay, yay. I am so warm. It is hot in LA, if you guys don't know. Okay, yeah, Simply Jenna says, smash that like button. Okay. Oh, bye, is it Riley? It looks like. Gotta go. Have a good weekend. Enjoy. Okay, Tay-Tay says, what should you do if you don't have anybody in your life you are comfortable with reaching out to and asking for help? I think that, truthfully, we don't have to have someone in our life, like in real life, that we can reach out to. I think there are a lot of ways that we can get help without that. And one of those is being, thanks, Emily, for the bars. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, sorry. I got distracted by Sadie's question. Or her comment about, like, do therapists really fall asleep? They do. I've heard that from a lot of people, and it shocked me, too. We don't have to have a parent or a friend that we can reach out for help through. We can actually go to a school counselor. We can go to a teacher. I'm assuming you're underage, because if you're an adult, you can get help whenever you want. You just make a call and set it up and go through your insurance and ta-da. But as a kid, you can still get help, and over the age, you can go to therapy on your own without a parent. All you have to do is just have a reason for doing so, be able to pay the copay or whatever the cost is, and be able to participate in therapy. So you can still make it happen. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we have Mickey has a great question, everybody says. Thanks, Swifty Michelle. Woo, 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 woo. It's 86 in Michigan. Oh my God.
That seems hot.
That's really hot. We're not quite that hot. Oh yay, the Wi-Fi gods. Sophie's on the other side of the world, and she can hear me. I don't know if it's technically the other side of the world.
Thailand?
Thailand or Cambodia.
Pretty close.
Oh, Mickey says, I want to be a therapist when I grow up. Do you have any tips? I have a lot to say about it. Firstly, don't go into debt over your school because therapists don't make a lot of money. I know I put a video about the pros and cons. People are like, $80 an hour, that's a lot of money. And I'm like, yes and no, because you can't.
Not when you owe $100,000.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even that. It's not even just the student loans, but it's just like the fact that for 1 hour of work you do with a client, there's like 4 hours on the backside that you're doing. So I want you to consider that with each client that you take on. And people who have full private practice, like that's what they do. That means if you take a vacation, you don't get paid. And I know this sounds really crazy, but then you also have to pay for your own insurance. Like, I just want you to be aware of the financial thing. And I think that all of you who are considering being a therapist, please take a business course, because at the end of the day, you end up running your own business. And that's something that a lot of graduate schools don't do. Pepperdine did have a class that we took about business, like running a business and being successful. But I think it's something that all of us kind of need to understand, firstly. Second, have a really good self-care and like therapy treatment that you do on your own. Have your own system set up, because if we're not taking care of ourselves, we truly can't take care of anybody else. And so that would really mean that you're not an effective therapist if you aren't taking care of you. So put yourself first, get into therapy now, start working on your own stuff. That was one of the things that I'm so grateful for, is that I was already in therapy before I even started graduate school. And then when I was in graduate school, I just continued, and it was super helpful because I don't really have a lot of issues that I don't treat because of countertransference, meaning that I haven't worked through something, therefore I can't treat an issue. I don't have any of that. I only have issues I don't treat because I'm not trained and I don't specialize, and I know other people who do. Yeah, and oh, that's a terrible song. Sorry, I'm not a big fan of this kind of music. And the second thing that I would recommend is, or I guess third, is to be open to the idea that whatever you think you want to specialize in may not be what you actually specialize in. I thought I wanted to work with kids, and then my first job with kids, I was like, I hate it. I hate it so hard. And it wasn't because I don't like kids. It has nothing to do with that. It's like kids therapy with children is so much more difficult than therapy with adults, because you can't really talk to them. They don't really have the insight, and they don't move along in treatment as quickly as I wanted, which is so weird, but it just doesn't work with the way that I am. And I'm also very directive and goal-oriented. CBT and DBT are the types of therapy I do. So anyways, that's all. I could ramble on about this for like all day, but let's get back into some more questions. Good night, Rachel Ray. Sleep tight. Okay.
No, it was like 2 in the morning in Australia.
Is it 2 in the morning? Yeah, it's, well.
Maybe 3 now.
It might be 3, yeah.
Go to sleep, for gosh sakes.
Go to sleep. Yeah, it's 2:30 here. And she has to be up at 5 for work.
Oh,
and you haven't slept yet. Oh my goodness. Okay.
We are not worth it.
Let's see. I know. We'll be back around. Don't you even worry. Okay, Carly asks, I was diagnosed with depression and given meds, but my family and friends tell me not to take them because they will make me dull and unhealthy. Are your family and friends doctors? Probably not. And I know that sounds really aggressive, but that's how I feel when a physician, when someone who is trained and who's licensed and who you went to for help is trying to help you, and then family and friends tell you, no, you probably shouldn't, because we know better. The truth is they don't know better. So every time you hear that, just go, and then you take your medication as directed. See how you feel. See if you can deal with the side effects. Ask your doctor about the side effects and understand all of that, and know that if it's there for you, if it's like helping you and it's making you feel better, then they just need to shut the hell up. Am I right? Because I hate when people try to pretend they're doctors. They're not. And people will always try to do that. One of my friends even said, if any of you are thinking of getting pregnant, I'm not. Don't worry. But they'll say, like, I've never had so many people tell me they know better than my doctor on what I should eat and what I should do and how much exercise I should get and all this shit, you know. It's like, one of the things I love about Phil DeFranco's wife is on all of her profiles, it says, I don't want your baby/pregnancy advice. And I'm like, amen. Everybody just needs to shut the hell up and just deal. They don't know better. Everybody thinks they do. God bless them. But, okay. Yeah, it's, Amy's like, preach. I know, it's so frustrating. Oh my God. Sadie Girl says, I had a friend that did that to me and said I didn't need meds. As if they even know. Okay, Katie Lane says, my therapist caught me off guard yesterday with a question, and I think my response made her think something more severe happened in my past than did. Maybe, is that what you mean? It kind of ended a little weird. It's okay. You can bring it up next session and just say it like you said it to me. You know, I know something Jenna says, no comments from the peanut gallery, right? But I just bring that up in your next session and say, yeah, yesterday caught me off guard with this particular question. Hopefully you feel like you're able to say it again. And you can say, I think my response makes you think it was worse than it is. Here's what really happened. So I would just revisit it so you can tell her the truth so you don't feel like you left her assuming worse than what actually happened. Oh, wow. So Heidi is in Cape Cod and a whale just beached itself in front of your house. Why do whales beach themselves? Thanks, Hannah. Woo, 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 woo. Does anybody know why they beach themselves? I hope it's not a bad thing.
I think it is.
Is it a bad thing?
Yeah, they're lost or they're confused. Or,
oh, really?
yeah, or they're dying. Oh, it died, she said.
Oh, it died.
Yeah.
Ugh, so sad. Okay. Oh, Palm Tree Beach saw that on the news. Yeah, they're usually sick. Oh, he's bleeding. Oh, Brianna, we got a new subscriber. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, I feel bad for it. It's crazy you got to see it. Was it like the biggest thing you've ever seen? That's how I would feel. Like, I can't even imagine how large a whale would be. That just blows my mind. Amy asking how to deal with no support from comm after it cut off. Do you want to ask your question again so I can get the full question? I know that is terrible. Okay, Knitting Happily says, my therapist told me I'm supposed to make a routine, but how do I do that? I haven't, and I was supposed to work on my first goal of exercise. I would let your therapist know that you didn't know how to make a routine and ask if you can work on it in session. I've done that with a lot of my clients who don't even really know where to start. And usually that comes out of, I'm just guessing, for you, I don't know, but I'm assuming that, oh, Sean is pumping up the 80s jams. I would talk with them, and I find that this usually happens. Sorry, I get back to my regular thing. I get distracted. Because everything feels so overwhelming and there's so much going on, or we feel like things are so out of control that we just don't even know where to start, and even putting one thing down just feels like, oh, that's wrong, or that's terrible. And so it just feels like everything's swirling around us and we're just trying to keep afloat. And so I would just bring that up in therapy and just say, hey, I tried and I don't even know where to start and I can't even do this first goal. Truthfully, we'll try other things in therapy. Hopefully your therapist will have other techniques. But medication may help you feel like you get, and I know I get a lot of shit. People are like, you're always pushing medication and blah, 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 blah. But it can help when we're drowning in the symptoms. And if you feel like whatever it is you're struggling with, whether it's depression, anxiety, eating disorder, or whatever, if you feel like the symptoms are just so bad that you can't do any of the things your therapist is asking you to do, that's what medication is there for. So we can kind of get our head above water and then try some of the things they're asking us to try. So that would just be kind of my thoughts on that. Thanks, Letitia. Thank you, everybody, for the likes. Woo, woo. Brianna, subscribe. Yeah, you got the tree. Now you get the stickers. By the way, all of my Patreon patrons, I sent out the YouNow stickers in your thank you cards. I hope you enjoy. Okay, Letitia smashing that like, you guys, 42,000 likes. Woo, 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 woo. I think does it say woo, woo, woo on here? I'm looking.
I think so.
It might. No, it says yoits. Brittany Ann is here. It says yoits on here. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see.
Maureen has an interesting question. She's with her family for the weekend.
I don't even see it.
And her aunt constantly makes comments about food, but like you're in a tight space.
Yeah.
On vacation.
If we're on vacation, okay, so the question is, if you didn't hear Sean and Maureen's question is, I'm in a cottage in the dunes this weekend with my entire family. My aunt constantly makes comments about food. How do I deal with it? I think, thanks, Anna Lucia. There's a couple of ways. I know, Maureen, we've talked about this, or Maureen, sorry. We have Maureen's and we have Maureen. Mau. We talked about this a little bit on Patreon, and I think having a conversation can often go a long way. I don't know if your aunt knows about your eating disorder, but it could be a good time to let her know. I find truthfully, people who talk about food a lot and make comments about how much people are eating and stuff have their own issues with food. And I would, venture to say they have some sort of disordered eating going on. But I would still take the time to talk to her about it. And it could be as simple as, sometimes, or bringing up an example after the fact. I find in the moment doesn't always work as well. After the fact, you can say, when you say things such as blank, 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 like you said earlier, I'm really trying to work on my eating disorder, and it's really hard for me. So if you could try to not talk about food stuff, that would just be super helpful because I'm working really hard. Just make it about you, because it is about you. Turn it into like what it is for you, what treatment you're working on, and why that's so upsetting. If you don't want to tell her, oh, you're afraid she'll get angry, I think it's all in how we approach it. I mean, truthfully, I cannot imagine. I don't know your aunt, but think about how ridiculous it would be for you to come to me. Let's say I'm your aunt, and you come to me and you say, I'm having a hard time, and that makes it really triggering for me, and blah, blah, blah. For me to then say, how dare you tell me that things are hard? Like, how could I get mad? I just don't understand how I could get mad. I always like to think of it in that way too. If you think someone's going to get angry, think of like, what would they be angry about? They'd be angry because you're like talking to them and opening up to them and trying to like make it helpful for you. How could that be bad? So I don't know. I know your fam. I know, Mallory, but give it a try. Practice in your head saying, this is something you could do for me. It'd be a big favor. I'd be so grateful. You can take it that way too. Just so, because family can be rough, but I always try to think of like, how could they really get mad? Okay, let's guess somebody. We haven't guessed anybody. Guessed anybody.
People are asking how much they have to pledge on Patreon to get a card.
Oh, to get a handwritten card every month, that comes along with the gift, and that's at the $50 mark. That comes also along with 2 extra videos, at least. It ends up being more than 2 extra videos, but...
Wait, an extra video, that's when you answer questions directly?
Yes.
In video form?
That's when people ask their questions on Patreon.
And then you make a video
and then I make videos about them. Yes. But because our Patreon family is growing, it ends up like last month, I think it was 6 videos or 5 videos, something like that, that went up. So you get a lot of extra videos. Okay, let's check in with Amy S. Let's be our guest. Amy S, if you don't remember, is in the UK. She's a teacher. She made me that book that says Inspire that you can't see. It's behind my chair, but she folded it all in. Hi.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's hard. I'm back at work, so I did my 6-day residential, which was interesting. I've had my question before was basically how do you kind of deal with no support from my CPN. Since I left residential, it's been nearly 3 weeks. I've had no contact with him. Every time I've phoned, it's, oh, he'll call you on Tuesday. Then it goes, I get a call from admin saying, oh, he'll call you next Tuesday.
It just never calls you?
And I've not had an appointment with him. The only person I've seen is the lady that I see from a place called Women's Aid over here. And even she said to me that she's going to go down and get the information. She's like, I'll help you through it. She was like, because this is ridiculous that they're not like helping you. Like, and she asked me if I'd seen my care plan. And I said to her, I was like, no.
Yeah, you haven't any follow through. Like no follow up after you left. It was just like, bye.
Yeah, and it was. I suppose it's been more of a pain because the place that I stayed at, Brandon House, they actually turned around and said they still had concerns, which they even emailed him about as well. And it's just like
he's still not there.
Yeah, and I've gone back to work and I'm on like a reduced timetable at the moment. My kids are playing havoc with the supply teachers, like spraying them with air freshener and all sorts.
I don't mean to laugh.
No, it's fine. It's
really
fine.
funny.
Yesterday was a water fight in the classroom, so although I'm meant to be free and I'm meant to be trying to catch up, I'm ended up having to go back into my classroom to sort out the mess that they're making as well. And I was just like, at the moment, I just don't want to be at work. Like, I'm trying really hard because they agreed that I could go back, not do my full timetable, but still be paid full pay, which really they didn't have to do. And since then as well, also my funding options for my course in September have kind of gone down the toilet. my master's is no longer available by student funding. So I've now got a magic 10 grand out my arse, basically. Um,
Oh, someone
so
asked what age do you teach?
I teach secondary at the moment, so I teach from age 11 to 16.
They're little, yeah.
So, yeah, but I think I suppose I just don't know how to deal with the fact that the people that are meant to be giving me the most support just aren't there at the moment, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay, so the woman, because we have to try to figure out a way to make it like work for you. So the woman that you spoke with, um, at the women's center or whatever,
Yeah.
can she influence people to get you back off of work?
Like, well, that's the thing. Like, she's even rang up my CPN, like where they're based. She's even rang them up and complained herself. And I text her, and she said I still haven't even had a response off him yet. So even with like her complaining in my corner as well, like still nothing's kind of being done, which is just frustrating as hell.
Yeah.
And
Can you go to the inpatient that you were back at or call that and see? I'm assuming that's where your CPN is. But
I mean, the 6 days I did is like in a place called Cannock, so it's only like 15 miles from where we are. But it's obviously it means not being at work, and I've got 2 weeks left till the summer holidays, and I'm just like, can I manage 2 weeks? That is
well,
that is
think
the
you can
question.
manage 2 weeks? Because that can feel like a really long time.
Yeah, I know. It's the past 2 weeks has felt like a really long time, so I don't know. I just keep kind of breaking down when I'm in school, and just like today, this afternoon, I just ended up crying and leaving at lunchtime, and then going back after lunch finished, and like I'm trying not to snap at people at the moment. That's my thing. Like I've gone and apologized this afternoon to someone because I did the same thing, and I just it's because I know I'm not coping with it. Like, and I know I'm not, because
Yeah.
I walked back in during assessment fortnight, and I had every one of my classes papers to mark, and I just walked back in at a really bad time. But it was a point where my pay was going to go down to half, and
Oh, yeah, and that's not doable.
then finding out about the funding as well for uni just kind of put everything into, oh my God, nothing's going right. Like, what am I
Yeah.
going to do?
Complete depression mind. Yeah. No, I know what
So
you mean.
it
Marjorie
just,
says, because she's in the UK as well, and she says, took my mind support worker. Oh, it jumped. Uh, a month to nail down my CPN/care coordinator. Then he didn't turn up, and it took another 3 weeks. She's saying that she had help from another person as well.
yeah.
So it sounds like maybe that's not something we can do. We can't necessarily make them get back to you. We can't do anything on that end. So
I'm just very aware, like the lady that I see, she's lovely and I get on really well with her, and it's fine. Like, I don't have an issue with her whatsoever. But I don't want her to feel like she has to take on like loads more work and helping me because someone else isn't doing their job. And then
yeah,
I feel bad about it because I'm like, well, no, you shouldn't have to go and do that, because like you're meant to be helping me with the trauma side of things, not necessarily the
totally.
BPD side of things. And
But it's all connected. It's all part of you. And the truth is, like, I know this is not the British thing to do, but you don't need to feel bad. Your CPN should feel really bad because they're doing a shit job. They're actually not doing a job at all. They're just
yeah,
shit. Um, and so because she's offering, take the help. It's not
and
like
that's
you
what
tied her up and forced her.
no, that's what she
She's
said to me.
helping.
She turned around, she was like, I said, well, it's not your job to have to do that. And she turned around to me and said, well, my job's to support you. So she was like, so if that means I have to support you in more ways than what I usually would, she was like, well, that is my job then. She was like, because at the moment you're in a shit place because they're making you feel like if you ring up, you're pestering. But yet when you ring up, they don't reply to you anyway. And I've just
Yeah.
had to do the same again because they still haven't faxed over my medication details to my doctors. And I'm still sat here going, well, I haven't got any medication. And they want me to just be okay with that. And I just want
This
to
is
like kill
ridiculous.
everyone at
I
the
know. Uh,
moment.
So I would, okay, so two things. First, I would continue working with your trauma specialist and allow her to help you. She's offering, she's doing it. That's fine. Continue to call. Be like the squeakiest wheel you've ever been in your life, and continue calling your CPN, like so much so that they will call you back for nothing less than just to stop you from calling again. Like, I'm just giving it to you real, because this is how we get help sometimes when things suck, you know? And then the last thing I would have you do is remember what helped you before. What are some of your tools? What are things that you do? I would start doing, like, make time for that. Even if you don't feel like doing it, you know, if it's coloring, make time to color. If it's crafting, make time to craft. If it's listening to music and just going for a walk, make sure you're making time for that. At least it's nice out. We have 2 weeks we have to get through. I think you can do it. Hopefully we'll get help, you know, and get medication and get all that stuff on board before the end of the 2 weeks, but yeah, you can do it. We just have to get you taking care of yourself as much as you can. Like, in those times you're like, this sucks, I don't want to do it. Think, let me just try for 5 minutes. I think
that's what's frustrating, is that I'm already on the medication, so it's like, then it's like, I'm like, I feel like by not being on it, then I'm undoing maybe what I'm doing when I am on it, because then I go into such like a negative spiral about it that then what I've done doesn't seem to matter. So it's frustrating. So
yeah, it is really frustrating. Steffi said she works for Citizens Advice in the UK, so that we can help with raising a complaint, etc., to provide a bit of support if you need.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can reach out to Steffi too.
On the plus side, the only other new thing is that it's allowed me to buy new stationery. So I bought, like, because I saw this the other day and I was like, well, this sounds like something I need, like, to kind of like focus. And it's a pad that's just like, it's got, so today, tomorrow, and in the future. So it's like my goals, but it's like 3 separate pads. But it's like, because I think one of my biggest issues is I tend to try and think too far ahead, and it's like I don't just take it like a day at a time. Like, it's always, what am I going to be doing in several weeks, or God knows what.
Well, maybe today your goals were shower, be on the live stream, and call my CPN again.
That's the thing, they're only until 5:30 as well. So like, once 5:30 comes, it's like,
oh, so you have to call on like a break.
And then it's like next day, and they don't work weekends. So
they sound amazing.
Yeah, I'm really impressed at the moment. Like, I'm sure you can tell.
So,
well, no, I just need to offload. That's all.
Yeah, no, it's good to catch up. I was just writing your thank you card the other day, and I was like, I don't even know how she's doing. I feel like I haven't talked to her. So thanks for keeping us, you know, up to date.
The residential was really good, though. It was really helpful. And I've actually made a friend out of it as well, because she only lives a mile away from me. So we've met up for coffee and that, like the girl that I met there. So it was really good in that sense.
Yay. That's so good. Well, advocate for yourself. Be pushy. Pretend you're me or something. Just, you know.
Katie hat on.
Be pushy. And take care of yourself, okay? And keep us posted. Let us know, okay?
Yeah, will do. Hope you feel better.
Good to see you, Amy.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye, honey.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Abraham, for the tips. Woo woo, and everybody for the likes. You guys were almost halfway there to our first 2 giveaways. Let's get the likes going. Okay. Let's see. And Erin, that's great advice. She's talking to Aiden, and she says, sometimes you just keep trying, even though that sucks. I've had doctors not take me serious, too. You just have to keep trying. I agree. Sometimes we have to be completely pushy. I think it's almost time for a mail haul. We got about 10 more minutes, so let's. Ooh, Katie Lane is smashing that like button. Woo, woo, woo. Eleanor says she hears the Pink Floyd. Ooh.
Oh, look what just happened. You see
ooh, Nid Jester. Woo, 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 woo. Hit the hills.
You can rock a countdown better than that, can't you?
Woo, woo, woo. Thanks, Katie Lane. You guys, we're to 61,000 likes. And the only reason I couldn't see it is because the screen keeps going black. I'm not sure what's happening, but I can still see your comments, and it's not really important for me to see me, but then I don't know when the hit the hills happens. So thank you, Knit Jester. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. Amy Wilk, I almost said walk. Amy Wilk asks, she says, Katie, you achieve so much with your time. How can we be productive with our lives like you? Thanks, Letitia. Woo, woo, woo. I think there's a couple of things if we're wanting to be more productive. First of all, if we're struggling with depression or anxiety, or with any kind of mental illness that we feel is just like making it so hard for us. Thanks, Letitia. Know that you have to give yourself time, and things aren't going to be as easy as they once were. So be kind to yourself. Be soft with yourself, okay? But if everything is firing in all cylinders, we feel pretty good. There are things and tricks and tips and things that I do to make myself more productive. Number one, I make a big list of all the things that I'm working on. This is like, these aren't broken down. These are just things that are like happening. Like anxiety workbook would be one thing, if you can imagine, right? So like make a huge list off of that list. So I keep that list up like on my desk so that I can check it and reference it every day. But off of that list each morning, I make a list of the things that I want to get done today. And I break them down into small, achievable tasks. No task should take longer than an hour. If it does, then you should break it into other tasks and break it down. And then I never make a list longer than 7 items. They say that that's a good goal for us. And if we make them longer than 7, we often aren't as productive because the list feels overwhelming. And these are all just like based on like psychological research stuff. So those are just a few of the things that I do. And then sometimes I write things down just to check them off so I feel like I've accomplished something, because that feeling of accomplishment is kind of like what keeps me going. And start with the small things. Like I go small to big, small to big. So like after a big thing that took like 45 minutes, I can say, oh, my next thing is that I need to do laundry. So I'm just going to toss that in the wash. Check that off the list. And so I just kind of toggle back and forth because it keeps me going. And then also the last thing I do is prioritize. So if things have a timeline, I put them in order of when they're due, so that the things that are due, like a video has to go out on Monday. I'm going to be gone for the weekend. Have I edited it? I have. And that was the thing, it had to get done because it's a time frame. And I don't let you guys down. And so those are just kind of some ideas of things that I do. Sean is trying to get me to switch over to like task managers online, but I legitimately just use I flung Maureen's headphones. I just use like my get shit done, all the papers you guys give me. That's what and I have an agenda that I also keep, and so I just write it down and check them off. I hope that helps. Yay. Okay, let's see. Let's answer some more questions. You guys, 64,000. We're almost this. Whoa. We're getting so close. We're getting so close to the giveaways. Oh, and 2 more questions, and then we'll do the mail haul. Fair? Simply Jenna smashing the like button. Woo. I don't know why I said button so weird just then.
You said it a couple of times. Weird.
I don't know what's happening. I'm saying it weird.
Let's get this energy going.
Okay, Steffi says, my new therapist was rather sarcastic. Not sure how to deal with that. Seemed inappropriate, really. I would call them out on it. I know a lot of you get afraid to tell your therapist like things, but we're human too. Sometimes we don't realize how we're coming across to others. Maybe they didn't mean to be sarcastic. Maybe that's just how they sound. Maybe you don't like that. I don't know, but we're going to have to talk to them about it. I know a lot of you don't like to even, because that's not even technically confrontation. That's just like a conversation, and it's completely fine. You can say that. Hey, oh, are you being sarcastic? You can say that during session when they say something that particularly sounds that way. Be like, are you being sarcastic about that? I'm not sure if I'm hearing, the inflection right from you. It's a fair question. Like I had a client the other day ask me, are you crying? And I was like, no, I'm fighting a cold, so I'm really congested, because I kept going. And I was like, sorry. But they legitimately thought I was crying, and if he hadn't asked me that, then he would have left thinking I was crying. What? Thanks, Letitia. Letitia is smashing that like button. I know Dolly is amazing. If any of you don't know, I have karaoke to Dolly. You can see it on my Patreon page. You don't even have to be a Patreon patron. Aaron P! Woohoo! Aaron, did the makeup make it to you? I hope it made it. Was it not broken? I hope not.
Did it smell like chocolate?
I know, did it smell like chocolate, like Sean and I thought? Okay, Checkered Tux Team McGann says, have you thought about collabing with Philly D? I would love to collab with Philly D. I met him for the first...
Send him a text message, everyone.
Text message. As if everybody has Philly D's cell phone number.
Well, tweet.
I know, tweet. Yeah, let's bombard Philly D. No jokes. I met him... Okay, this is some real talk. You guys ready? So I met him at VidCon for the first time this year. Just like less than a month ago. So I met him. Super nice guy, by the way. Really liked him. And I went over... Thanks, Simply. Jenna. Woo. And so I went over to say, like, hey, I love that you talk about mental health. I love that you offer resources. It's really great what you do. Because, you guys know I watch Philly D all the time. I love it. It's how I keep up with the news. Because I feel like he gives me all the points and it's important. I like it. So anyway. Anyways, I said that to him and he was like, so what is it you do? And I was like, oh, I have a mental health channel. I'm a licensed therapist. He's like, that is so awesome. He's like, I think I've heard of your channel before. And I was like, yeah, one of my videos got picked up in one of your Reddits. Because Sean and I found my video got picked up in one of the Reddits for the Daddy 05 video that I did. And he was like, yes, that was what it was. And blah, blah, blah. So we talked for, I don't know, 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And I was like, I don't want to take any more of your time, but I was like, it's so nice to meet you. Keep doing what you do. It's great. Blah, blah, blah. So we left. And then we get back from VidCon and he puts out a video that's so mental health focused about like to the bone. He talks about 13 reasons why for the first time. And I'm like, this is the moment, Katie. He's going to mention your channel. This is going to be amazing.
Because it's a big deal when he does. It really helps spread the word.
It does. It really helps spread the word. And then no mention. Moment of silence for the sadness. And I was like, what? So yes. So let's just spam him. Into submission.
So simply, Jenna has a question.
Okay.
But I keep texting it in the chat. Maybe it's not showing up. But she's just asking about the t-shirts. And I said just to send the design to info.
Oh, yes. Yes.
But it's already been chosen for this month.
And next month.
Yeah.
But the month after is open for business.
That's it.
So yeah, if you, sorry, I don't see it either. But simply, Jenna, if you have a design for a t-shirt, send it to info@katiemorton.com. And I will be for those of you who tried to send questions to my email, I don't check that email. I only check it right after live streams to get addresses, but my manager manages that email. So if many of you are like, how come you haven't answered? It's because I don't even see them. That's not what that email is really for. That's why you ask them below Monday videos on the website. On live streams, I feel like I have a lot of ways that I try to interact. Email just happens to not be one of them because that's like a business email. And so that's how she does it. And she deals with it. My manager is who she is. Yay, Carly's here. She made it. Woo woo. But yeah, you can send it over there and I will look for it. I'll be checking that email after the live stream and maybe on Monday if I know it's coming over, I can look for it and then pull it onto my desktop. Thanks, Becky. Becky P20. Woo, woo, woo. And Lauren E. Thanks for using your free spins.
I think your coffee kicked in. Woohoo.
It did. Pew is early for me, you guys. I know that like 10 o'clock isn't early for people. Hey, Katie O. Woo, 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 woo. Good baby. Okay, so let's do, are we with Amy S? You guys were getting so close to the giveaway. Woo, 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 woo. Let's open some mail. Should we? Sophie, you're going to get into med school. She says 20 days before she finds out. You're totally in. Okay, let's open some mail. Okay, this one comes from Becky. And I don't want to, okay, yeah. I was like, can I show you this? This is my box number. It says Kati Morton, box 665. If you want to know how to send me something, I know a lot of you ask. My address for my P.O. box is below each and every video in the description. So you can send it. Ooh, it's all wrapped up. It's like one of my favorite things, and what is it? Paper packages wrapped up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. You guys know that song, right? Okay, let's see. Don't open the package, Katie, before. It's really heavy, by the way. I'm not sure. Okay, it says, oh, Becky, it's handmade. Oh, Becky, I'm excited. Okay. So that's a handmade thing from her to me. Let's see. Also, there's a card for Sean in here, too. Ooh.
What?
There is. Oh, what is it, you guys? Oh, goodness. You guys, it's like a bean heart. Oh. You know, like one of those things you put in the microwave that you heat up? Heat in the microwave for no longer than 2 minutes. It's one of those hot pad thingies.
Ooh,
you know,
cool,
where you you can make them cold or hot. I think this one might just be a hot. But then she put John 3:16 on there. This is so cool, and it's like out of felt. I wish you guys could feel it. When I picked up the package, I was like, "Geez, Louise, this is heavy." Thank you, Becky. Thank you. Yay. Okay, so soft. I don't know why. I really enjoy just like the weight of it. Okay, on to the next thing. Now this is the free shizzy. And I love, you guys, okay, on my address.
Shizzy.
I thought this was really cute. It says,
hey, orbiting around.
Oh, hey, orbiting around, long time no see. It says, to Kati Morton. And then below Kati Morton, it says, YouTube's Kati Morton. Not to be confused with someone else's Kati Morton. YouTube's Kati Morton. Then it has my address 1223.
Like owned by YouTube or something.
I know. It's really funny. I gotta rip this thing off. Ooh. Okay, put the scissors down. Free shizzle, you guys. Okay, you guys, I think you're gonna be excited about this. Maybe.
You got it, Kate.
Maybe not. It's really, it's just, I'm gonna have to just cut it. I'm just cutting it. That thing was blocking the only entrance to the box. I'm surprised the box is so big. Because, I met these people at ClamorCon, which is an event my friend Jonathan puts on. Thanks, Amy S. Smashing that like button. Woo, woo, woo. Anyways, I went to ClamorCon and I ran into these people because they make something that I thought that we could like. Oh, it's because they come in an individual. So I got them to send me the fidget toy. Come on. Oh, they're all, okay. I'm going to take one out. So someone's going to get the one that I have taken out. And I apologize for this. Coming straight from YouTube's Kati Morton. That's right. It's the ZuruFidget.com.
And these are for people, right? You're sending these back out as gifts.
Yes, these are not for me. But you see it? It's got the clicky click. You got the turn. Choop. It's got snap, snap, snap. I can like pretend I'm counting people. Are you coming in? Check, 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 check. That's what I think of that as. And the little rolly ball. The little poke button. Pew, 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 pew. It's got so many things.
How many giveaways did they send?
15.
So we have 15 of those.
Okay, Sean. Sometimes he's just way too much. So anyway, someone's going to get this one, but I'm sorry I already opened it. You know that it was new. I wouldn't want to take your... How come it won't go in here? Okay, I'm going to figure this out. I'll figure this out later. I'll fit it back in because this has to go... It has to hold it. Anyways, we'll figure that out. But there's 15 of them. Hooray! Hooray!
Jenna likes it when I'm too much.
I know she does. Now there's a pink one, there's blue ones, there's black and gray. And thank you, Zuru. Woo, woo, woo. I asked them for 50, by the way. But they gave me 15. Maybe they just misunderstood. No hard feelings. I really just wanted to give a bunch out to like all of my Patreon people. And I was just kind of seeing how many they'd give me. So we have 15. Yay, yay, yay. And we can, I think I'll just give one of these out each live stream. Does that seem fair?
I think so.
I think we just do that. So let's do a giveaway now. Who's going to win the one that I've played with? Because there we go. There we go. Now it fits back in. Kind of, maybe not. Ooh.
Holy jeez.
Sean has been sneezing like a crazy person. Okay, there we go. Now it's back. The Fidget Cube by Ansi Labs. Do you see? Okay, giveaway. Who should win? I know. Oh, guys, I'm so schwitzy right now. Woo, woo, woo. Thanks, Letitia. Mine, mine, mine. Yana wants it. Okay. Oh, yeah, Becky. Thank you for the heaty pad. That's so cute. I love it. And it came just perfect. It's all perfect. It came without any damage. Sometimes I worry when things like, remember, Kayla, you sent that beautiful photo of that man that, like, changed your life. And it was all broken. Sometimes the male people aren't always so nice. Okay, let's see. Who's going to win it? Who's going to win it? Who hasn't won? Give it to Philly D or me. That's awesome. I love it. Okay. Woo, 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 woo. Let's see. Okay, Yana wants it. Let's see. Heidi. Ruby. Who should win it? Who should win it, you guys?
Oh, man.
You know what? I'm going to give it to Mayor Fleur. You're the winner. You're the winner. First winner. I'm going to try to get it.
Yana's like, mine, 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 mine.
I know. I love it. Yana, next time, there'll be more giveaways. If we get to 100,000 likes, there's 2 more. So, Mayor Fleur, you get it.
Mayor Fleur, you're the winner of this week's fidget spinner.
Sean has a good voice for that,
No, it's
I
not
think.
a fidget spinner.
It is a fidget. Well, it's a fidget
You're the
toy.
winner of the
It's a fidget cube.
Coming all the way from Santa Monica, California.
Yana, there's always next time. Thanks, Letitia. Sean with the announcer voice. Oh my God, I'm so warm. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Exactly. I think it says it on here.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
It says it at the very bottom. Can you see it?
Oh, I've got Google calling. Okay, I gotta take this.
I got Google calling.
I do.
I know. It's just funny. It's a funny thing to say. Sean gives them feedback about stuff sometimes, and they'd ask, I forget what it was they wanted feedback on. But okay, yay, yay, yay! Okay, let's see. Now we have 2 cards, but Sean's going to have to come back in to get this, because this one's Attention Sean. So that one will go to him for later. I'll slip it here. I'll give it to him when he gets back. And this one's to me. So let's open this card, and Sean can open his in a minute. Ooh, it's got a giraffe. A giraffe. Thanks, Amy S. She is smashing the like 16 times. Woo, woo, woo. Maureen! I thought that looked like your writing. Look, you guys. Can you see? It's us at VidCon. Look, Sophie. Here we are. Remember? I'm looking over to the side because my screen is black again, as per usual. It's us in Amsterdam, VidCon Amsterdam. Yay. Okay, I'll read the card later, Maureen. She just left a little postie in there that was eating disorder voice. I love it. I love it. I love getting printed photos. Okay. Because we don't get those anymore. Where am I? Okay, this is the last thing for the mail haul. We have 20 minutes left. I want to maximize our time and answer more of your questions. Okay, this one is really big. Okay, and this is from Emma. Thanks, Emma. You guys, I can't get any closer because this will knock the computer off of the stand. But I gotta cut the... This is very safe, don't worry. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay. That was a quick call.
Yeah, it's for the Google usability.
Oh, the usability. I told him, I was like, he gives feedback. You got a card to open.
I got a card?
You did. You missed it.
I feel so
I think it's from Maureen, though, because it looks just like mine, and I just opened it, and she sent photos from VidCon Amsterdam.
Man, some people have such good handwriting.
I know, right?
Oh,
Sean and I...
like
Well,
chicken
actually,
scratch.
yours is nice. You have all caps. He writes in all caps.
It looks just like me.
It looks just like me. Mine was a giraffe. What's yours? What was... Oh, it's... I love it. I love it. Okay, sorry guys, there's a lot of tape. Like I said, this is from Emma. Oh, I almost knocked myself out. Oh, okay. Okay, it's gonna fall apart. I'm actually gonna have to put it on the floor. I'm kind of worried. One of the sides has blown out. It's blown out. Okay, read this first. Oh, Ronnie! Ronnie, it's from Ronnie! Yay, yay, yay! Okay, read this first. Let's see. Here, it says, Hey, Katie, here are a few yummy treats for you and Sean to say thank you for everything you do. This food is hopefully going to get your mind and body ready for your trip to Australia. I also suffer with small ear holes, so I put some earplugs in that I use that don't leave my ears aching. That's awesome. In the bottom of the box are 6 mugs that I designed with Kenyans in mind. A long time ago, a friend gave me a mug that said, Make today happy. I still smile every time I use it. There are 2 different types. Feel free to keep one for yourself, and if you think they might brighten some Kenyans' day, I would love to see them go out as gifts. I've also included a journal because you're always encouraging us to write our stuff down to help us heal. If you think someone may benefit, benefit having it, please feel free to gift it to them. Please don't ever stop spreading your beautiful light. You are we are all very grateful for what you do. Aw, thanks, Ronnie. This is such a, I love purple too. It's so pretty. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, first thing. Oh, this one. Okay, this says open last. Open last. Oh, the mugs. I see them all. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's the biggest Vegemite ever.
What?
Sean legitimately was eating this on toast just the other day. Okay.
It is so good.
Yay, yay, yay.
Ooh, look, you got the confettis.
Do
you see?
Oh, I didn't even see it, Ronnie. Ooh, thank you, Ronnie. Hit the hills. Hit the hills. But bring your Vegemite. This is awesome. Here, Sean, I'll give this to you.
I'm getting a spoon right now.
Oh, you guys. Oh, my God.
Well, look,
what are these?
In the picture they've got with avocado.
Oh, with avocado.
Oh.
Avocado.
Now you're speaking my language.
This is Australian made. A little bit of fun since 1891. Allen's. Chewy caramel with rich chocolate coating. Are they called fantails? I've never had these. I'm excited, Ronnie. Ooh. I'll have to check these out. These are new to me. I'm excited. I do see. Oh, you guys are almost 100,000 likes. Woo! Oh, the of you. I love it. Okay. Those will go in my secret stash. Okay. And then, you guys, Tim Tams of all Tim Tams. Are we ready? I get excited about Tim Tams. We have 4 different flavors. We've got original, two originals. These are the good ones. These are the ones I've had. But I heard from a fellow Kenyan at VidCon that the double coat is where it's at. That's the business. That's the good stuff.
Allison C.
Huh?
Oh. No.
What? Oh.
I'm
Then,
just reading the comments.
chewy caramel and chocolate mint, which I've also heard is these. Personally, I'm a caramel girl, but hey, if people say the double coat is where it's at, I'm not going to argue with you. Chocolate is chocolate. We can all get along. Let's be honest. Okay, then we've got, Anzac, Australian's authentic recipe. It's a biscuit, meaning a cookie, right? Do you do it like the UK people do? I assume a biscuit means a cookie. And here's a journal. Think happy thoughts. It's so pretty. I love the color. It's all lined. I prefer lined journals. You know, some people like them. I don't do collages myself, so the lined is nice. Okay, and we've got, the mugs. Okay, so the mugs say what they are. It says, crushing it with my Kenyans. These are awesome. Okay, I want to open just at least one. There's 6 of them, though. Oh, you guys, look. Do you see? Crushing it with my Kenyans.
I love it.
Ronnie, these are awesome. And there's 6 of them. This is so generous of you. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay, I'm going to open up. I'm just going to tell you what the other ones are because I don't want to run out of time. Okay, this one says, they all say crushing it with my Kenyan. That one does too. Awesome. I love it. Okay. So there's 3 so far I see that say crushing it with my Kenyans, and this one says make today happy. So let's pull this one out so we can see what it looks like. Oh, it says, and the other side it says KatiMorton.com. These are so cool, you guys. Ronnie, these are amazing. If we get to 100,000 likes, you guys will give away 2 things. We could give away a mug. Okay, I got it.
Crushing it with the Kenyans?
Yeah, crushing with my Kenyans. Make today happy, and I'm just making sure that the last one. Yeah, so those are the 2 styles that we have. Thank you, Ronnie. And then the last part of this package that for me to open says this one's just for you. Please open last. Okay, and it is. Wow. Okay, sorry. I'm getting too excited. Gotta open the card first. Card first. Excitement second. Oh, this is a personal.
Oh,
personal
someone just
note.
smashed another
Oh,
box of
hit the
confetti.
hills! How come I can't say this? That was Aaron P. Woo! Yay! 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 Woo! 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 We hit 100,000 likes. I think I could probably get this down to the beat. Ow! Ow! Okay, it's stuff from when they had the Olympics. Beijing 2008.
Very cool.
And then we got this. Okay, I want to read the note. Even though it says personal, I'm curious what the meaning is because there's always meaning for you guys. Sorry guys, just bear with me for 1 second. Oh, it says I've been fortunate in my life. We have a Kenyan that has competed in the Olympics, you guys.
What?
That blows my mind. This is amazing. We will totally find use for this, Ron. You're an Olympian? These are the things. Jeez Louise!
Are you kidding me?
This is amazing.
I watched it on TV.
We did. We totally watched.
And I also have a penchant for collecting things from the Olympics.
Sean collects things from the Olympics. Ronnie, that's... Oh, and it says Australia. Oh, I love it so much. Oh, this is incredible. I don't even know what to say. Those will definitely go to good use. Wow. Thank you. We have an amazing community, you guys. Do you ever think that? I think that a lot. I get comments and stuff. Now, this is like not real talk with Katie. Maybe like nice talk with Katie. Is that different? I feel like that's not a different thing. But I always, do you ever feel like sometimes in our community, because things can be hard. Life can be shit, you know? But people are always supporting each other. Like last month, Sarah was like, I think Rachel could use a t-shirt. Instead of giving me my t-shirt from Patreon, can you send one to her? And then Ronnie said, we have people like Aaron P. and Melinda and all sorts of people. Jen Asbell, who sent in things for the giveaway. We just have a really cool community. And Tanya sent all that stuff last month. Ronnie, you're amazing. This is just so cool. I just sometimes, actually all the time, daily, I'm reminded like how cool our community is. And that's why I'm like, the fact that this is my job is just fucking crazy. Do you ever think about that? Oh my God. Okay.
Hello, Lady Peters.
Hello. Okay. Let's answer some questions. I know the Kenyans do rule. Let's finish this up with some good questions. We have 10 minutes left. And I'm sorry I have like a hard stop at 10:30, like I said, because I got to get to my friend Abba's because we have like a girls' week. I am still schwitzing like a crazy person. I schwitz. I know, me too, Pyro Pixie. Yay. Ronnie, that's just too amazing. I can't even tell you. Okay, let's answer some questions. Oh, I love you guys. It's really cool, Okay, Heidi asks, how do you keep or encourage someone with phobias like flying? Why does it jump whenever I start answering? Okay, phobias like flying or getting put out for medical testing who doesn't think they need to fix it. The truth would be that they have to want to fix it themselves. And the only way you can get somebody to maybe even understand that is talking about how it like inhibits their ability to take care of their health. Like if they can't get something done that their doctors say they need done because they're afraid of being put under, you can bring that up and talk about their health. Or the fact that flying, like then they don't get to see the world or do things, but they have to, me too, Steffi, me too, feeling all the love. So I think that, those are the ways you can bring it up. But at the end of the day, they have to decide it's a problem for them. People have to feel like it's inhibiting their ability to function before they'll get help. Ooh, level 56, Carly. Woo. Okay, let's see. What do I do about this? I'm not sure about what the question is, Knitting Happily. You'll have to put them together. Okay, Elf Alba says, how to deal with people telling you look great when you've actually lost a bit too much weight or have an eating disorder and that you're at minimal healthy weight. Truthfully, we just need to get back in treatment. We need to start working with our team. We need to work on our recovery. Whatever that looks like for you, we need to get back on track. But the same way we tell people who tell us we look good in general, we could just say, if they're people that are close enough to us, I think that we can let them know that, we're really having a hard time. If they could not mention, that'd be great. Just do it in a nice way and say, I know you didn't mean any harm by it, but like, when I'm having a hard time, it's hard for me. You can just be honest. But if they're people that we don't know and we can't say anything to them, it's all about how we talk to ourselves. And so I would encourage you when they say something like that, don't listen. You have to talk back to that eating disorder voice. You're going to have to fight with it. So you're going to have to fight back and say, that's bullshit. We know this isn't true. You know that I'm not healthy. This isn't where I want to be. And I'm going to work harder. Which like talk back. Because you got this. Sometimes the eating disorder voice just tries to like get in on that and be all excited and stuff. And we're like, no, that's not good. We're not where we want to be. Okay. Sophie P says, do you know any good mood tracking apps? I don't really like the way Clue's mood tracking works. I only like it for period stuff. I don't like it for like actual mood. And truthfully, what do you guys think? Are there any good mood tracking apps? I haven't found any myself that I like. I have used the Safe Alternatives app, which is focused on like self-injury, but it does have some mood tracking capabilities in there. Also, Recovery Record is something I've worked with, which I know focuses on like food, but it also has a mood component. What do you guys think? Are there any good mood tracking apps? Oh, Stigma. Danny likes the app Stigma. That's an awesome name, by the way. DBSA Tracker.
Safe.
Vent is a good app. Yeah, the Safe app. That's the one I was talking about, the Safe Alternatives. Daily O. That's awesome, Minimalist Goth. Mood Diary. Hey, check these out, you guys. There's so many. Okay, Aiden B says, how do I find the motivation to do anything? Like, I'm not looking forward to anything in life except ending it, and I'm only living not to hurt others. Reach out for help, Aiden. Like Aaron P linked all of my resources. You're not alone. Depression is a real thing, and it sounds like that's what you're experiencing when we can't enjoy anything. There's nothing to look forward to. We don't feel any happiness. there is help available. Reach out, make an appointment to see your regular doctor. Let them know what you're going through, whether it's a physician at the ER or, mood diary. You can add whatever topic you want to track. That's awesome, yoits. But reach out because you're not alone, and there are ways to make you feel better. I know it feels like you won't feel better, but trust me, there are resources available to help you feel better. So yeah, get the help. You can do this. It gets better. Trust me. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, of course, Amy S. The Safe app is really cool. Safe alternatives. There's a lot of them though. Okay. Let's see. Marjorie asks, says, my support worker called crisis team at 12 to come see me. It's now 6 and not a peep. I'm worried about getting through the weekend. Tips for crisis. We have to get ourselves out of situations that could be dangerous, meaning if being alone is dangerous to us, go for a walk. I don't care what you got to do. Get out of the house. Do something. Call a friend. You know, that one person that can always help us out in a tough time, now's the time to call in that favor. If that means we stay at a friend's house because we can't be home alone, that's what we do. If we have to take ourselves to the hospital, as shitty as it is, I'd rather you wait there and be safe than be dangerous to yourself at home. Also, preparing. Do we need to get out of the house and get some of our color crayons? Do we need a new coloring book? Do we need a journal? Do we need new music? What do we need? I want you to take the time right now to figure out what tools and tips and tricks and things will be helpful for you, and I want you to get those. I also have my video about suicide prevention and putting a plan together. I think it's called actually safety plan, suicide safety plan. You too, Steffi. Have a good weekend. And so I would, make sure that you have all those things and put together that plan for yourself. And I know it's hard to do it on your own, but just do as much as you can. So watch my video on that as well. And just preparing. We're kind of like getting ourselves prepped. If like not eating or binge eating is an issue, then I want you to plan out meals and not buy junk food. Don't have junk food in the house. Make sure you have the food in the house. Make sure you have a support person to come over to help you eat if that, whatever you struggle with. Those are all kind of things we can do to kind of help prepare. And then reach out to your fellow Kenyans. We have a supportive community. They can keep you distracted and busy so that, you're reminded every moment that there's a reason to live, that people care about you, and that you're important. Okay? You guys, okay, we got to do the giveaway.
It's giveaway time.
I got distracted. But we have 2 giveaways. What do we want? Do we want a mug from Ronnie? Do we want, oh, you're like that too, Yana? Well, hopefully that was helpful. We want coloring books? Do we want mermaid pillowcases?
It's giveaway time.
Mug. We have to pick what we want to. Ooh, a coloring book. Mugs. Coloring books. Okay. Well, we got 2, so we're gonna do.
What the heck is she saying at that point?
She's talking. It's not Haitian.
Patois.
Yeah. Okay.
Je parle français.
You guys, so we have 2 giveaways. So we're gonna do a coloring book and a mug because those are the things that people are asking for most. Okay, so we have some mandala coloring books that you guys have seen before that I've shown you. We have the life-changing magic of fuck you, which is like swear words.
I think you should show some of them.
H is for hoe bag. That's a good one. E is for eat a dick. It's also lovely. C is for clusterfuck.
Hit the capture button. Yep, that's right.
I think these are hilarious. R is for rug munch. These are quite intense. But we have that. So we have mandalas. We have life-changing magic of, fuck you. We have, I got to dig up the others. And then we're also going to do a mug. Do we want to do, which mug would we like? We have 2, if you guys remember. We have the Crushing with My Kenyan. Is it, yeah, Crushing with My Kenyans and Make Today Happy. Which ones do we like?
Mug for Tux.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's trending.
It is trending.
It's trending.
Is the other black one still there? Like this is a black one. Oh, the black. I know what you're talking about. I know what you mean. And I think it is. I think it's this one. Make life your bitch. This one? Is this what you are talking about? Yay. Okay. So we're going to do 2 giveaways, coloring book and a mug. Mine.
It reminds me of the seagull.
Mine. I know. Okay, so we got coloring books and the mugs. So which mug do we want? The Cruising with My Kenyans or the Make Today Happy? Those are the things that we get to pick. Let's see. Which mug? Make today happy. Cool. Okay, make today happy mug and a coloring book today. Okay, so who should win the coloring book? You know, I'm going to give out 2 coloring books.
Layla.
The first one's going to Layla. She really wants this one. Layla, it's yours.
Layla,
it's yours.
you're gonna make life your bitch.
She's gonna make life her bitch. It's gonna be awesome.
Layla.
Now, because I'm going out of town this weekend, these will not go in the mail until Monday. I apologize that I just don't have a ton of time before I have to leave. So that will go to Layla. Who else should win? Ooh, almost knocked the light over. That's not good. Who should win the other one? Let's see. Woo, 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 woo. And Layla, do I have your address? If I don't, send it to me. I think it's on Patreon, is it? Question mark? Okay. Let's see. Who should win the next coloring book? Coloring book. We have a lot of people who haven't won anything. I'd like to spread out the love because people who haven't won anything should win something. Okay, let's do, which one first? Life-changing magic of fuck you or the mandalas? Which do we think we should give? We have a lot of people who haven't won, it sounds like. Yoitz, Brittany, Ann. The swear one. Simply Jenna says. Book for Anna. The mandala one. Okay, let's see. I know I have to give it to someone who hasn't won anything. So we have to, someone who hasn't won. Okay. Yana wants it. Knitting Happily really wants it. What do we think? Yana, Lauren, Tara. Okay, we're going to do the mandala one, and our winner is, drum roll, please. Let's see, who is it, who is it, who is it? We're gonna give it to Yana. Yana's our winner.
Yana, you're the proud owner of a, what is it?
It's the mandala coloring book. Is that okay that it's the mandala one? And you gotta give me your address. Drum roll, please. And I'm sorry, I know everybody wants to win, and I wish I could send them out to everybody. But it's just not possible. You know, shipping gets expensive. Let's be honest. I spend most of my time shipping things these days. I think
your bill last month was like $600.
Probably. Okay, now we have a mug. We have a mug, Make Today Happy. And who's our winner for the mug, you guys? Oh, Jamie, a.k.a. Jalen, is here. That's a beautiful photo, by the way. Oh, hey, Karen, you caught the last few minutes. Woo, woo, woo. Jalen is smashing the like button. Okay, let's see who's going to win. Kayla, Danny. Danny wants it. Thalia. I don't know what Tux is. Who's Tux? I don't see that name at all. Ryan Rush. Katie. Laura. Oh, Checkered Tux. That's who it is. I see. Me. Please, Harley, Laura. Okay, who should win? Who should win the mug? Who should win the mug? Let's see. Who should get it? Who should get it, Sean? What do we think?
Hey.
Oh, yay, Karen, you got your t-shirt. Hooray. Okay. I know people have won things before. Danny, I know her birthday's coming, but we've given things to Danny. She won a poster at the very beginning. Do you guys remember? So I have to spread the love a little bit. Okay? Let's do Tux. Tux wins the first.
Checkered Tux is the winner.
Checkered Tux is the winner. You win the mug. Woo, woo, woo.
You win Vegemite.
Win Vegemite. I know, we have like 3 things now. We have Marmite. Don't we have Marmite?
We're not giving any of it away. I love that
Sean loves it. We're not giving it away.
So
sorry, Sean loves that stuff. I know you guys thought we were lying, but we're not. Yay, Tux and Layla. Okay, so we had Tux, Yana, Layla. You all won, so I need to make sure that I have your address. You can send it to info@katiemorton.com. I will not be sending them till Monday, so if it takes you a day to get it out to me, that is perfectly fine. Have a wonderful weekend, you guys. Jalen is smashing the like button, you guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out. And thanks to Ronnie, and thanks to Zuru for sending us those free things. Yeah, we ship all over.
Ooh, Bovril is the stuff.
Oh, Bovril.
We have that in Canada.
Yeah, I ship no matter where you live. But yeah, thank you to everybody who sent me things. Thanks to Malraine for the cards. That was so sweet. And thank you to, what's the last one? Why am I forgetting? Becky. I was going to say Heidi, but I was like, that's not right. Thank you, Becky, for my Heaney pad heart. That's so soft. You guys, thanks for making my Friday. Woo, 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 woo. And I'm going to go on a girls' weekend to Palm Springs. Pray that I'm all better.
And you can follow Katie.
Yeah, follow me on Snapchat or Instagram if you want to see what I'm up to. What's going on? Danny, have a happy birthday. It's been so great seeing all of you guys. And I will see you again next week. Follow along on Twitter to find out when our next live stream is. Okay? Bye!
Bye, everybody.